So Porsha Williams couldn't carry the show. Porsha Williams couldn't carry season 16 for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Bravo had to scramble, give a contract to Phaedra Parks.
We miss you holding that peach, Kim Zolciak. I mean, do you think there's any chance at all you would enter the fray with those group of women again?
You know, I've been saying no all day, and then something just hit me about the cast. Like,
as you guys know, or if you haven't heard, Phaedra Parks made an announcement today that she is returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yes, season 16, the upcoming season, the very season they fired Kenya Moore from. Now, if some of you don't know, Kenya Moore is no longer on Real Housewives of Atlanta. We don't know when she's gonna return, if she's ever gonna return, but looking at how things have turned out for Phaedra Parks, she's gonna return at some point if this show is still going on, right? And if you don't know why Kenya Moore was fired, allegedly she showed explicit images of one of the newest cast members to Real Housewives of Atlanta, Brittany Edie, at her grand opening of her hair spa in Atlanta. Now, to be fair to both sides, Kenya Moore has denied those allegations. She said, I never did it. And if I did such a thing, where is the proof? To this day, we're still waiting for proof, right? And then rumor had it that Kenya got fired. Kenya said she never got fired. She walked away. Why? Because she didn't like how Bravo was conducting the investigation. She could see it from a mile away that they were favoring Brittany Edie, that the conclusion was going to be that she was wrong. So she decided to walk away before they gave her the walking papers. Did Bravo say anything? No. Bravo never says anything whenever they let go of anyone on any of their shows. Anyway, so that's the background of why we now have Phaedra Parks. Now, there are two schools of thought here, right? The obvious one is that Porsha just couldn't do it. She couldn't carry the show, and Bravo is scared that they might lose their money-making machine. Real Housewives of Atlanta has been a cash cow for Bravo. The ratings have been going down since Nene Leakes was not there, Porsha was not there, Phaedra Parks was not there. And in this latter season, the upcoming season, season 16, Nene is obviously not there. She hasn't been there for years. Cynthia is coming back as a friend. Candy is no longer on it. Now, Kenya was on it, and Porsha Williams was on it. The rest of them, most of them, we don't know. They're new to the show, or they were a friend to the show, such as Shamia, Porsha Williams' friend. So Bravo needed a superstar. Once they gave the boot to Kenya Moore, they needed someone else to inject some drama in the show, and Phaedra Parks. We know Phaedra and Porsha are good TV and they're good friends.
Porsha! Freaking Brad!
As I said in my very last video, Phaedra has a 3-year contract with Married to Medicine. So how is this gonna work? Well, they have to film at different times, and I don't think they ever come on at the same time. So maybe that won't be a problem, right? She's going to be on both shows, and guess what? That's a big bag for Phaedra Parks. Now, the question is, what is Phaedra's storyline in season 16? We don't know, but Bravo believes she's going to bring something to the show, right? In our last video, when we were talking about Apollo, Phaedra's ex-husband, the father of her 2 children, the story was that Apollo was arrested back in March 2024. He put his hands on his current wife. We showed a clip of where Phaedra surprised everyone by bringing Apollo as her surprise guest to the Married to Medicine reunion, right? In that reunion, Apollo and Phaedra made it clear that they've mended, right? They used to fight a lot. They were fighting before Apollo went to prison. Remember that scene of Phaedra in the garage being very terrified of Apollo? Well, she divorced him while he was in prison. He got married to his current wife. Now they are getting along. Apollo even goes to Phaedra's home. She just made it clear he doesn't come into the house. But anyway, just giving you a little bit of the background between these two people and why I think that might be one of Phaedra's storylines, right? How they're mending their relationship, Apollo and Phaedra and the kids. And the twist to that storyline, which we saw on Married to Medicine's reunion, is that Phaedra does not get along with Apollo's current wife, and she never will. She said that much, never will. Andy Cohen asked her, so how's your relationship with Apollo's current wife? She said, I have none. And he asked if they will ever have a relationship, and Phaedra says, I don't think so. And Apollo was just like, and you know what? Apollo would do anything to get back with Phaedra. So I think this is one of the storylines that they're going to use. We're going to see Phaedra and Apollo's wife, going back and forth. And obviously there's going to be the mysterious man that Phaedra had on Married to Medicine. She's still going to have a mysterious love interest, right? This is in the middle of filming season 16. This is why people felt like Porsha couldn't carry the show. They needed some drama, and Phaedra is a heavy hitter when it comes to bringing some drama. Now, who else might be coming back? Maybe Kim Zolciak.
We miss you holding that peach, Kim Zolciak. I mean, do you think there's any chance at all you would enter the fray with those group of women again?
I've been saying no all day, and then something just hit me about the cast. Like Porsha, who one of my dear friends, she's adorable. I absolutely love her. Somebody had mentioned that Phaedra's a possibility. Adore her. She makes me laugh. Kenya's gone. Best decision ever. So, I've been saying no all morning, but when I thought about Porsha, I was like, well, maybe I could.
Remember last week, Kim Zolciak was doing interviews. One of the things Kim Zolciak said, well, hold on. The interviews Kim Zolciak did with a guy who does reality shows, I'm going to include it here, and Entertainment Tonight, they asked her how she felt about Kenya being fired from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Of course, Kim was so happy because Kenya came after her kids. All right, that's that.
When you got the news that Kenya got the boot mid-season on this new season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kim Zolciak, what went through your head?
Thank God. No, I was told by another housewife, because I don't watch anything on TV, and I was absolutely...
The lies. I was told by another housewife because I don't watch anything on TV.
I was absolutely flabbergasted and disgusted by what she did. It was the lowest of the low, but I've always known how flawed her character was. She talked about my kids in the past inappropriately. She was very disrespectful to me. I don't think it's one thing to get mad and say things or whatever. You don't ever bring somebody's kids into the mix ever. And I think it's the best decision ever. She should have left many years ago.
And they asked her if she's ever coming back to the franchise, Real Housewives of Atlanta. She says one of the conditions was a big check. Of course, she needs the money. We've all seen the financial trouble she's been in, allegedly gambled all her riches away, gambled all her husband's money away. We've seen videos of police being called to Kim's house. Kim is a mess. She's in big financial trouble. They filed for bankruptcy, and allegedly their mansion was being foreclosed. Okay, those are the reports. Not me, Kim. I don't know. I wasn't there. Okay. Anyway, another condition she had was she would return if both Porsha and Phaedra were on the show because she loves those two. Well, that requirement has been met, right? Phaedra is back on the show and Porsha is back on the show. And in that interview, she also said, I heard that Phaedra is making her way back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. So was this an open secret? Right? Because I heard about that months ago, that Phaedra is coming to Real Housewives of Atlanta, when we didn't know. What we knew is that she was in talks with Bravo and Andy Cohen, and she got the green light. We just didn't know when. And we were thinking maybe after her contract with Married to Medicine was done, then she would make her way back. But think about it. This is the same network. They can accommodate her to film both shows. So that's one thought. One school of thought is they had to scramble. They're bringing her in the middle of filming season 16 because they've lost one heavy hitter, Kenya Moore. She brings the drama, except that she went too far in the name of drama this time, right? Bravo did not stand by what she did, or Brittany Edie kind of threatened a lawsuit. To be quite honest, until we see what Brittany Edie is about, because we don't know her, at least I don't, as a viewer, I don't. Firing Kenya Moore is a big loss to the show. Bringing Phaedra is good, but you know, you're cutting off one limb, right, while trying to put another one back. It's still not a complete, it's not whole, it's not complete, right? But anyway, the other one that I've read about was Phaedra was signed on to season 16 from the beginning, okay? This is not something that Bravo did, just scrambled and said, oh, we need to get Phaedra in because Kenya was fired. No, this was their plan from the beginning when they signed the contracts for season 16. It was going to be a surprise, as it is today. The twist to this entire surprise was Kenya being fired, but allegedly, Phaedra had already signed on to season 16. And they were going to bring her exactly like they did in the middle of filming, so that they want to encourage viewership or increase their viewership. Bringing Phaedra back in the middle of the season or in the middle of filming was, we were going to run and watch the show. We now have a reason, well, somewhat of a reason to watch season 16. So that's the second school of thought. I feel the reason why the reason why Porsha can't carry the show is her only storyline so far is the messy divorce with Simon Gobadia. But Bravo has lost that plot completely because Simon Gobadia is making sure that drama is happening on Instagram. All right. So we're already watching that craziness online right now. So basically, Bravo has nothing when it comes to Porsha. So they had to bring in Phaedra. Phaedra will have a mystery man. Phaedra will be going back and forth with Apollo and Apollo's current wife through Apollo. That's what I've heard so far. What do you guys think about Phaedra coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta? I think it's a great thing. They need to bring Nene back. We need Kenya back. I mean, we just need all of them back. Even Kim, bring Kim back, okay? The only person I don't care if she ever comes back is Kandi, quite honestly. She's boring. We just got used to her being one of the original cast members, but the show can survive without her. Until the next one, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and bye.